The medical care system is just awful, guys. Anytime you have a health issue, they act like they can help you, but a lot of them just don't know how to, because a lot of these health issues that we're having are lifestyle related diseases, and the doctor or the dentist or whoever can't like fix your lifestyle for you. That's up to you to do as an individual. And so, the way that I see it is like, a lot of people don't want to take personal responsibility or personal accountability for their children or for themselves. So their kid has an issue, instead of trying to feed their kid better, or instead of trying to like take care of their kid more so their kid is emotionally more stable, they just send their kid to the doctor. And then if the doctor says that their kid's okay, they just take the doctor's word for it. They don't look any deeper, I read that my teeth are really fucked up and I'm trying to heal them. I don't know if they will ever heal or if it's permanent damage or not. I really don't. Everyone's genetics is different. Everyone's circumstances is different. I hope they heal, but I don't know if they ever will. But I've done research. You can look at the book Dr. Western A. Price. And the research that I've done has shown that teeth can actually heal if given the right conditions. And yet the dentist will never admit that. They just pull all your teeth out. People have healed cancer on juice cleansing. The doctor will never admit that. They just radiate you to death. And when you do, and the thing is, they can't help you with a lot of these diseases anyways, so I'm not judging them, because a lot of these diseases are lifestyle related. But they're not honest with you. They don't tell you that you can fix it on your own. They tell you there's nothing you can do. You're gonna die. So take our chemotherapy and just die. The dentist, they tell you, there's nothing you can do. Your tooth is fucked. Just pull it. But that's just a lie. That literally is a blatant lie. And I'm not saying I know all the answers for healing. My teeth are fucked up right now. But what I'm saying is I know that there are answers, because I've seen x-rays of people healing their teeth. I met someone in Ecuador who regrew half a tooth. I have it documented on my YouTube channel. And the most frustrating part is when you do years and years and years of research. You do years and years and years of research, and no one gives you credit for it, because the information that you found doesn't align with what they were taught in school. But what they don't realize is that information is always changing. And that's the most fucked up part about it, is I genuinely believe in my heart that a lot of people are literally dying because of ego. Like, for example, maybe you actually could heal the cancer, or maybe you actually could heal the tooth, but just because in school you learned that you couldn't, and you want to be right. Like, oh, I'm right. Like, I learned this in school. I'm a dentist. Or, oh, I'm right. I learned this in school. I'm a doctor. Now you're literally telling people things that aren't true. Like, oh, you can't heal it. You're going to die no matter what. This girl who was in a wheelchair for like a while, her doctor told her she had to wrap her pretty little face around the fact that she was gonna end up dead. And guess what? A year later, she was running a 5K because she did a 1-year juice cleanse. And so a lot of times these people will literally lie to you and tell you like these horrible things because, oh, I learned it in school. But the thing is, what we need to realize as a society, guys, is that science is always evolving. Yeah, you may have learned in school that healing cancer is impossible, but guess what? Juicers just came out. We discovered that raw milk is better. Now all of a sudden people are healing cancer. You can look it up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And if we're not willing to adapt with the science and we're holding on to outdated ideas because of our ego, we could potentially be killing people because of our ego and our inability to learn and evolve as a society. So we have to remember this because people's lives are at stake. So we have to remember this. Just because we're driving cars and everything looks advanced does not mean we're done evolving. We're not. Nature is infinite. There's always new species. There's always new evolution coming out. So just because something wasn't possible 2 decades ago doesn't mean that the information isn't being updated. Western A. Price proved that teeth can heal. I hope I figure out how to heal mine. I'm trying to do it. I don't know if I've been disciplined enough lately or not. So maybe I need to be more disciplined. I'm not sure. But, or just, maybe I just need to eat better. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like a mental thing, a stress thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a genetic thing. I really don't know. But my point is, you can look up the Western A. Price book. He showed x-rays of people's teeth healing. You can look up on YouTube, like 1 year juice fast, and you can see people getting out of wheelchairs when the doctor said they would die. So we have to understand technology is always evolving. The medical system is vastly outdated. And if we're not willing to humble ourselves as a society and realize that the times are changing and there's better ways of doing things, how many more people will have to die for our ego into holding on to old ways? Hopefully zero. That's my prayer. Because if I could snap my fingers and everything would change right now, maybe it can. Maybe we do have that power, So that's my prayer for the world, is that people learn to drop their ego and realize that there's always more to learn, and there is much more to healing than we've been taught. And if we come together as a society and acknowledge the infinite potential for human health and stop limiting ourselves to, the doctor said this. Well, who knows how outdated that school is? Who knows how outdated that industry is? Who knows how many dollars they're making in these outdated ways, and they don't want to update and change their ways because they're afraid of losing money. And the thing is, a lot of healing, in my opinion, is our own responsibility. And that's the one thing the medical industry doesn't want you to know, because that could free us all. We could feed the whole planet with community gardens. We could fix the whole ecosystem, and we could heal our bodies and be our own doctors. We could be our own dentists. And that's the biggest lie that they don't want you to know. And how many more people have to die for us to realize that there's better ways of doing things? Hopefully none. That's my prayer. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until next one, I'm out. Peace.